I did my Googles. I did my box rec researches, and I came to a conclusion that a lot of people are going to disagree with. But I smell an upset afoot. I believe that Sebastian Fundora, he's going to shock the world with this fight. He's going to become a champion at 154 with this fight. There's two ways that Sebastian Fundora is going to win this fight. Either he's going to win by TKO, and the TKO could come early or late because Tszyu, he's been dropped twice in his career, both times in the first round, one time by a southpaw. It could come late because Fundora is a guy that knows how to keep the gas burning. Just like Tszyu, they both know how to continue with their offensive onslaught. But the reason why I picked Fundora to win this fight by TKO or unanimous decision, do you think do you think EJ can revive himself at 54? Maybe. The reason why I picked him to win by TKO or unanimous decision is Tszyu has never been in front of a man who's 6'6". In fact, most fighters have never been in front of a man who's 6'6", towering down and punching down on you with an aggressive style. There is no one 6'6" who would even try to fight on the inside. Both of these guys don't use their jab, so this is going to be a power punch, brawl type of fight. And both of these guys have been put on the canvas. One of them has been stopped, though, this guy. If Tszyu doesn't win by knockout, he's going to, not Tszyu, he's going to win by decision. You know why? The PBC was trying to give this man a belt for the longest time. The middle piece, the nexus point is Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza fought both of these guys. And he was able to get, I'm not going to say he got lucky, but he landed a lucky shot, a great counterpunch against Sebastian Fundora. He was losing on the cards before that point. That same Brian Mendoza went 12 rounds with Tszyu and was able to deal with Tszyu's power for 12 rounds. Now, the reason I bring up Brian Mendoza and the way that I know that PBC is going to try to get Fundora a belt, Fundora and Brian Mendoza was fighting for the chance to fight Tszyu. PBC actually expected Fundora to beat Mendoza. They didn't expect Mendoza to come out on top against Fundora, even though Mendoza had more experience. But like I said earlier, Mendoza was losing on the cards, lands a big shot. Next thing you know, he's fighting Tszyu in the championship. Coming off of that loss, Fundora hasn't even had a tune-up. They put him right back in position to get a title. That right there lets me know, that's Lomachenko privileges right there. That lets me know that they actually want him to win. And since they want him to win, if he's unable to get the stoppage and it's a close fight, they're going to give him the decision. Maybe a split decision. But if he's dominant, it's going to be a unanimous decision because they want Fundora to be the guy to hold that belt. And then Fundora is going to go on to fight Terrence Bud Crawford for that 154 belt. You think Tszyu going to come out with the win? No. I think Tszyu is going to lose. Hey, Stevens World and Nino, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. I'm just going through these Fundora Tszyu predictions. Someone says Al Heyman won Fundora and EJ for a big fight. Maybe.
You need to be getting that cash already, man. Get that cash already, man.
What you got? They said they'll give him Spence before Crawford. That's false, King Tank.
Well, that's Tim
fighting the winner of Tszyu and Fundora. Because Terrence Crawford, I think he's going to try to go triple undisputed.
And then Tim Tszyu already said that he could fight Boots, Crawford, or Spence. It's really up to him.
I'm laughing. Hey, Nina, who you got?
I got the 6'5" dude.
That's who I got.
Yeah, he can box, man.
Well, he more of a fighter than a boxer. If he could box, he would be still undefeated right now.
I thought he was winning on all the cards, but he had got knocked out.
Yeah, but he wasn't winning from boxing. This motherfucker go right in front of his opponents, tower down, look down on him, and fight on the inside.
Can you imagine Sebastian Fundora fighting Errol Spence? Errol Spence will knock Fundora out cold.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about knocking him out cold, but he will probably get a TKO on him.
And I think Tim Tszyu has much as power as Spence. So I
Yeah,
got
but if you watch the fight when Fundora lost, Mendoza was fighting in a style that Tszyu does not fight in. Mendoza, he moves way more in the boxing ring. Mendoza is more tricky. When Mendoza fought Tszyu, he couldn't deal with the pressure. Tszyu just kept coming forward, kind of like a triple G. Mendoza couldn't deal with it. Like, that's it. But when he fought Fundora, the reason he was able to be there for that big shot, he was moving around, holding them, turning them, spinning them. He had time periods where he was just doing awkward and quirky things, putting Fundora off his game. And they kept restarting and stopping and restarting, stopping and restarting. I went back and watched all 3 fights. Tszyu don't do none of that shit. He's gonna try to. This is gonna be a firefight, and both of them are gonna see who's better at standing there and trading punches. I think Fundora is better, and I think he throws more punches.
I just think that he's just gonna catch him with like a deadly like body shot, and he's just gonna not throw like too much power, but like volume wise, like he's just gonna like like he's gonna have to use like the jab to like what Canelo
Who's
does,
gonna
like
have to do
one
the
one
jab?
one two, one one two body shot, one one
Who's
two
gonna have to
three.
do the jab though? Who?
Fundora.
Neither one of these fighters jab. When you look up the stats and the way that they fight, neither one of these fighters use their jab. They're guys that just like to throw a bunch of power punches. They rarely use the jab. Both fighters. That's how we know we in for a treat. In fact, the card got exponentially better when they got rid of Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, I think he would have beat Tszyu. I think he would have used his footwork, lateral movement, and if he didn't win, if he didn't win, he would lose on his feet. Meaning it will go 12 rounds. Somebody was going to win a decision. This fight, 9 times out of 10, will not go to decision. There's going to be too much trading going on, too much toe-to-toe action, and somebody is going down.
Hey, it's a little bit off topic here, but what do you think about the Shakur Stevenson fight?
What do you mean, his last fight or the fight that he's fighting in July?
The fight that he's fighting in July.
Who's his
He's fighting the
opponent?
dude who Frank Martin fought.
Oh, shit.
Who he fighting?
He's
The
fighting,
Kuta
he's
La
fighting
Baba,
Auden
whatever
Tunyon.
dude.
He's fighting Auden Tunyon.
Yeah.
That motherfucker could fight. That's going to be Shakur's toughest competition to date. I didn't
And
even know
to
about that.
former
I gotta look
workplace.
into that. Wow.
Yeah, they announced it yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about, Nina. In the chat, Fundora will win. I see the same thing happen. I see Tszyu getting stopped for the first time in his career. The last time Tszyu only been dropped twice in his career, and the first time he got dropped was by a southpaw. And it was in the first round. Both times he got dropped early.
You think I think Tim Tszyu is gonna get it done early. I think he's just gonna do it like what his dad did to do with Zab Judah. Just catch him with like a right to like the body or the head.
I mean, number one, he ain't his dad, and this ain't Zab. This man's 6'6". The fact that really, if Fundora had better boxing craft, he would still be undefeated. He's too close to these short guys. He need to learn how to turn his shoulder a little bit. Stop standing square in front of these motherfuckers because
He needs to fight like Roy Jones Jr. or
He's trying
something.
to brawl.
you
He
say
too
fight
big.
like who?
What's that dude's name?
If that man uses his length, it's over, bro. He's gonna finish him. I'm telling you that.
If he use what?
If he uses length and
Wait,
distance,
so when they fight tonight, don't it?
Yeah,
Like
they fight
Pitbull and them,
tonight.
don't it?
Yeah, hold up. Christian, go ahead and finish your statement. My
no,
bad.
I'm just saying if he uses length and distance, man, he gonna finish Zoo, man. I see it right now. Like I see he tends to like to get inside so much, man. That's gonna
He
be
gets too
bad for him.
close. Yeah, he gets too
Anthony
close.
said Fundora isn't Tommy Hearn.
Yeah, we know that. He don't
Anthony
even
said
jab.
Fundora isn't
Hearns
Tommy
knew how
Hearn.
to jab. Fundora's jab is not even straight. It's not power. There's no power in his jab. But Tszyu doesn't jab either. That's how we know we in for a barn burner.
Interesting.
Wait, isn't
You know what I'm saying? He has the height advantage and the reach advantage. He should use that to his advantage.
But if he doesn't have a good jab and he doesn't know how to do it, then it's more of a disadvantage. What he needs to do is he needs to figure out a way to continue to throw a bunch of punches and not be so close. The reason he got knocked out against Mendoza, he was winning that fight, dominating that fight. He was too close. There's no way Mendoza could just throw one looping punch and he's in range of you and you're 6'6". You know what I mean? Get behind your shoulder and make him work for it. When you're that tall, that's one of the advantages of being tall. So you stay tall.
Facts.
Unless you deliberately want to go down to the body, then you make yourself small. But when you're that tall, use some of that. Ultimately, though, I think Tszyu going to lose, man. I've given a lot of different reasons, but I
Hey,
think
but
Tszyu going to lose this one.
another thing is what you just said. Like when a taller fighter try to go to the body, they try to come down to the shorter fighter's height and get the body. So if they just head hunt, like say if the opponent has like good head movement, so like and they can slip punches and they's a good counter puncher, someone like that would give Fundora like a hard time. Someone shorter than him who can do that.
Yeah, somebody
So
like Boots Ennis would do that.
yeah, like someone like Boots Ennis, someone shorter and he has good head movement and shit like that, who can a good counter puncher who can slip punches and shit. Like that'll cause him trouble. But
Oh, no.
Tim, on the hand, I see what you're talking about with Tim though. Like he don't have any of that.
He
I
needed a
mean,
whole
Tszyu,
camp
he
on him.
got a basic style. Like he like to put his hands up. He actually is a above average counter puncher, but for the most part, he likes to block punches. He walks in a straight line. He'll take a
Yeah,
step back and every once in a while he'll counter. But he has a
He's like
basic defense.
catch and shoot,
yeah,
catch
yeah.
and shoot.
See, yeah, see with Tim Tszyu, bro. If Crawford fight him, Crawford stopping him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Crawford will stop him because I think he's too slow for Crawford.
You think he
Mm.
stopped in Spence?
Crawford getting the winner out of these two, ain't it?
Yeah,
Well,
Terrence Crawford would it.
He gonna struggle against Fundora, but I think he's gonna come out on top. But I just want to see how he's gonna deal with a southpaw who's 6'6".
Who do you think he'll struggle against more, Boots if he fights Boots or a Fundora?
Fundora.
Fundora, cause Fundora is taller.
He gonna beat
Boots
Boots.
is like a high IQ skill match. Outside of
Have
that,
we seen Fundora go 12 yet?
Nah.
Tim
one
Tszyu went 12 like 2 or 3 times. Fundora, he went 12 with no, because he stopped. That probably would have went 12. I don't know. I don't know if
Wasn't
Fundora.
it like round 10 whenever he stopped Lubin?
Yeah, it was late, and he still looked fresh. He looked fresh as a daisy, and he got dropped in that fight too. Like he had a lot. That man got a lot of natural stamina. I got to give it to him.
Yeah, Crawford known to keep his power when he move up. I mean,
no,
so
yeah.
It's not about the power of Crawford. He's getting older, so one of these days that speed he's not gonna be as fast. And that's when he's gonna have to really, really change as a fighter. Right now, he's still like he was way faster than Errol Spence as a 36-year-old man.
So you saying he gotta go from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money May?
He already did that in the Errol Spence fight.
Oh,
If
okay.
you pay attention to the way Crawford fought early in his career, he used to move around way more.
way more.
Now, and when he
Way
got to
more.
that weight, he was still moving around a little bit. The last couple of fights, he wasn't moving around nowhere near as much as he used to.
It's
So
like Canelo with the head
he's
movement.
already made his adjustment. I'm just saying the way that he could counter on a dime, the way that his jab could snap out at you and all of that shit, his reflexes, all of that is going to slow down every single year.
It's his timing, man. That timing is crazy good.
Yeah, his timing is impeccable.
Like Canelo, the head movement whenever he fought Daniel Jacobs, fought Austin
The thing
Trout.
about it
in the
is,
third
what
quarter.
Canelo is this. What Canelo is aging as well, but it also got something to do with Canelo doing a lot of drinking shit because he's not even around the age as Crawford. He's like in the early 30s. He's like
Yeah,
30,
but
what
the man's been
33?
fighting since he was like 16.
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even that.
I
He's been
understand.
fighting since
I understand that, but like that still doesn't take it away that he has drinking habits.
Yeah, I mean, because it's people that fought longer than Canelo, like Bernard Hopkins, for example. It's not about he been fighting since he was 16. It's the drinking habits and it's the genetics. At the end of the day,
Facts.
Canelo don't have the genetic. Like he's not gonna age like fine wine. Um, he had flat feet as a young man, so his feet they stable to the floor now. He was never the fastest guy, so now it's gonna come a time where he's starting to look slow to these other boxers. And plus,
Exactly.
Canelo mentally, he not even in. He don't have the same fire no more. Like, why do you think he puts his hands up and walks straight into punches now? He could still be using the head movement that he used against What's my man name?
Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, Daniel Jacobs. He didn't do that against John Ryder. He didn't do that against Jermel Charlo. He just walked straight through those guys. Part of that is because he's not really all the way in it no more. He's just like, okay, let me go. He going through the motions. He going through the paces.
Hey, so
Yeah.
before I let you go, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you good.
But that's the player part of him ducking Benavidez. I think now I see what you talking about. I see Benavidez will beat him now, bro, because
Bad.
Canelo not the
That will
same
stop
fighter
him. He
he is.
won't beat him. He gonna stop him.
Yeah, he gonna be the first to
Not,
do it.
he's not in it all the way no more. He's not in it all the way no more.
Benavidez gonna do him bad, man.
Yeah, nah. Now if it was an old Canelo, if it was an old version of Canelo, he would have a better chance because of the
Yeah,
head
if it was
movement
old
and shit.
Canelo, it probably would end up being a 50-50 fight. Because Benavidez, he's open to get countered a lot. Canelo is quicker than Benavidez. Canelo still has great power. So if it was like the old Canelo, the one before he fought Bivol, a couple years before he fought Bivol, maybe.
The Triple G Canelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one a little bit before he fought Triple G the third time.
No.
That Canelo will give David a run for his money, but this Canelo, nah.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all watching that Rolly and Pitbull fight tonight?
That fight damn near better than the main. That's the real main card.
That's what I was
really.
just finna say. I was like, what they fans coming in for this fight, man? I think Rolly and Pitbull bringing all the fans to the fight anyway.
Hey, yo, Nina, who you got?
Rolly versus Pitbull.
Yeah, who you got?
That's a 50-50 fight.
I got Rolly in
Yeah,
there.
I see. I ain't gonna lie though. I seen Rolly training though. He been getting better.
Yeah, I got Rolly on that one.
I
It's
think
like
Rolly
Rolly
just
gonna
needs
get
to
the
like
stoppage,
shut the
but bro,
hitters.
Pitbull not a box. He ain't got defense.
Pitbull got
But the
exposed.
thing about it is,
Pitbull
but
defense
one
real
thing I
good,
want to
man.
note is that like, I don't think y'all pointed this out. One thing I want to notice, I don't think none of y'all pointed this out. Pitbull, this is his first fight at 140, so like he's gonna be fresh up here. He probably not used to this weight.
I don't think it's gonna matter, man.
Weight really don't mean nothing for
No,
real,
weight
bro.
means something, but
I
it's
mean,
only five. Number one it's only 5 pounds, and number two, Tank Davis' power goes up to welterweight. Pitbull walked straight into this man's shots. He didn't get knocked out like Rolly. You know what I mean? Like this man, he has a great chin, and he's also a compact man. He doesn't have a big neck. You know what I mean? He look like he don't got no neck. So
hey,
all of that shit counts when it comes to
I'm
his
gonna tell
ability to
y'all
get
this
power.
though. If
Hey, he low-key
Pitbull
lost his
win, Tank
last
coming
fight,
up to
though.
140.
No, he didn't lose his last fight.
Man,
He just didn't get a
that fight,
knockout.
he got exposed. He got kind of exposed though. Like he wasn't looking as sharp as he usually do, man. I saw that fight.
He landed a bunch of shots, and people was like, that guy, he didn't knock that dude out. That dude was getting hit flush in the chin and wouldn't go down.
you call Kuvera? I
Yeah,
think that was his name, Kuvera.
Cabrera, yeah.
Yeah,
Like that wasn't a bad
Kuvera.
fight.
He was moving around a lot too. He was moving around a lot too.
Oh, this is a little bit off topic here, but who do you see Oscar Valdez fighting since he got the interim WBO?
Who?
Valdez.
Oscar Valdez.
Oscar.
I don't know.
I'll fight.
Oh no, hey,
You
I
think?
ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I watched that fight. I ain't watched it all the way through. I watched it like for like 1 or 2 rounds, and like man, I turned it off. Cause Oscar Valdez, man, hell no, he was overreaching, and it just got so boring, bro. I just left overreaching, and then what's his name, Wilson? He wasn't doing no type of countering. Like he didn't make compare none of that shit. How Shakur did. So like, I just turned the fight off. I got bored.
He said Rolly can't punch harder than Pitbull. Bro, Rolly the hardest puncher at 140 right now.
He
I
true.
don't know about that.
Hell no, that's
I'm
Matias for sure.
telling y'all, bro.
Nah,
Bruh,
Matias just got pressure.
What weight is the motherfucker that stopped Rolly? Barroso.
Barroso ain't stopped no
140?
Rolly.
Oh yeah,
If that's the
Barroso.
case,
I gotta go Barroso.
Barroso had that built. Rolly is him for real, bro.
Rolly don't hit harder than Barroso, bro.
I'm not sure.
What?
He said it himself. Rolly said it himself.
Rolly hit hard now. Like,
But I'm saying he's not the
Rolly
hardest
said it
hitter at
himself. He don't
140.
hit harder than Barroso.
Because Barroso at 140, right? Rolly don't hit harder than Barroso. I don't know what y'all was watching. Rolly lost. He lost a fight to old man, and they saved him. And then,
Oh yeah, they
then
did.
afterwards, all he talked
Yeah, they
about,
did.
oh, that motherfucker could punch, man. That motherfucker, he doesn't hit harder than Barroso, man. It is what it is.
He said, "What's
Yeah,
up?"
I gotta say Barroso is the hardest puncher at 140.
I
He
don't even
when
know
he
if
stopped
Barroso. I
old
don't know if he the
dude
hardest.
in
I
one
mean,
round.
I don't know if Barroso the hardest, but I know he hits harder than Rolly, so I know Rolly isn't the hardest. But it's a bunch of people at 140. Dude, Sabril, he underrated as a
KJ, why you think Devin ain't said rolling name yet?
Hey,
because
Why
oh
you
yeah,
think he
speaking
ain't
of
said
Devin,
rolling
Devin
name
fight
yet?
Rolly, you're gonna be clown for it. You're not gonna get like really the only reason Tank not really supposed to get that much credit for beating Rolly. But
How?
it's Tank
Oh my god, bro.
like
Rolly
Rolly
is him.
Romero isn't a legacy fight. It's not. You like what do you only thing they're gonna say, number one, is high risk, low reward. You gonna get money because Rolly gonna sell the fight. If you lose so much credibility as a boxer. That's number one. If you win, nobody gonna be like, whoa, you beat Rolly. You don't get come on now.
hey, another thing about Devin is you see what Jorge Linares said about his chin.
What'd he say?
You didn't see that, did you?
No.
Jorge Linares said that I think Haney got a decent chin. It's just that he said the weight had messed like you know what I'm saying it messed with his
Oh
body
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
So
Hell
he
yeah.
was weight
He
trained at
bringing his body.
135, and Jorge Linares said he said yeah.
Hey, host, appreciate you for letting me on. Y'all winning between these.
Man, he was paid to say that.
Nah, it was facts though. It was facts
He was
though.
he was paid to say that. Ryan gonna touch him up.
I don't know who gonna win it, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
Hank,
Haney's winning, bro. Come on, Haney winning that shit. Don't come on.
You broke up, bro.
What you think about all of?
Tszyu called out Jamal Charlo right after he beat Brian Mendoza. So I think Tszyu is a guy who don't have no fear. I think that he really is confident in himself, and I think that he's going to get knocked out because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think nobody at 154 want none of Charlo. Anyways,
No, I think that
That's cap.
Crawford
That's
is
super
going
cap.
to.
what super? Hey, come on now, bro. Canelo just made it look easy. Canelo made it look easy. Charlo is not one of them.
I think I
KJ, you
think
better
Tim
tell him,
Zoo
bro.
was
Charlo is not one of them, bro. That's Canelo he will fight again. He had to
I
come up
think
two
Tim Zoo
weight
would be.
classes. He
Hey, I ain't
came
gonna
up
I
two
don't
lie.
care
weight
about that.
classes, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't
I
care
ain't gonna
about
lie.
that fight, bro.
That's Canelo, bro. Ain't nobody making Jamel look that easy if you not up that weight class. Hell no.
I think Charlo. I
I
think
think
Tim
I
Zoo.
think Crawford.
Shit, I think Fundora stopped Charlo.
Nah, I don't know. Well, Fundora might stop Charlo because of the height thing, but I think Crawford will make it look easy against Charlo. What's good, Keffa?
Yeah,
I
I
was
do too.
able to
Yeah,
come on
that's
that
that's
training
just
last night, man. I fell
yeah.
asleep.
I got Tim Zoo
Bro,
getting
do
stopped
y'all
tonight.
know Charlo got them names under his belt too? He done beat some people too, bro. Y'all sleepy. Charlo
He
one of
only
them
got one
boys.
good name under his belt. He got Tony Harrison. That's his best win,
Yeah,
Tony
Tony
Harrison.
Harrison the only one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he undisputed, bro. That should tell you something. He undisputed.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Nah,
undisputed.
that's facts. But
Charlo
154
not.
was trash.
Charlo isn't. He's not no regular guy. He's a great champion, but I think that Terrence Crawford got his number, and I think that Terrence Crawford will
Hey,
make it look easy.
hey, host. We
Yeah.
might get Charlo versus Spence now since he left Derrick James. We might get that one.
They buddies.
Nah, they cool. They ain't about to do that.
They cool. They're
No,
not gonna do
they're
that.
not really cool.
Hey, the
Whenever
host
Errol
know.
Spence
The
is
host
asked
know. The
about it,
host know.
whenever
And
Errol
they
Spence is
from
asked about it, he
Texas
says he's
too, man.
open. He
So
says he's open. If you paid him the right amount of money, he'll fight Charlo. But right now, I don't think that Errol gonna fight Charlo. It don't even really make sense because there is still the beef between Crawford and Charlo. Crawford said it on Sean Porter's podcast that he's still mad about how Charlo carried things. Crawford is going to be fighting the winner of Tszyu and Fundora. And we all know, I don't know, I think Charlo still got some belts.
No,
They only got, it's the thing,
wait,
Charlo
wait.
got one belt.
You know
He
how
kept the
Charlo,
WBA, right?
what do you call it?
The
Crawford is gonna.
WBC and the WBO is on the line tonight. It's another belt out there available. So
Come
what I'm
in.
saying is if Spence gets the fight from the winner tonight, that's two belts on the line. He get those two. I don't know who got the third belt that's vacant, but Charlo still has his WBA.
Wait, why would Spence
So that
get the belt from the winner tonight? Spence not fighting the winner.
Well, you didn't see Spence. You didn't see Spence tweet when he said the big fish coming. He want the winner. You didn't see him say that.
He want the winner. He's not getting it.
Crawford is he want the winner, but Crawford is already getting the winner of Fundora and Tszyu.
It's the thing. I hate to say it, Crawford's my guy, but Spence is a bigger name and he's the easier fight. So whoever wins the fight can choose.
It makes no sense. He just came off a loss.
Whoa. Exactly, Cass.
It's an easy win, though. It's an easy win.
Dude, that man just came off a loss.
Hey,
I'm taking
Cass
Spence
knows
over
something.
Crawford. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Spence over Crawford. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm gonna make more money, and it's gonna be a fight I could possibly win.
Exactly.
Before Spence, maybe.
That's what I be trying to tell them, bro. Devin Haney career don't mean shit when it compares to Tank. Tank is gonna make you money. Everybody's gonna take the Tank fight over Devin Haney fight, bro. Tank is gonna make you money. Devin Haney got belts, bro.
And I like how you admitted it too. He said he'll take Errol Spence for more money.
How would Spence make more money though? Like I'm confused on that.
Because he has a much
bigger name. He a bigger name
on a regular basis. Like Errol Spence has been making money before Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was never touching Errol Spence money. Errol Spence in the Texas market, he was huge over there. Why do you think Jerry Jones and the Cowboys before the fight came up to meet with Errol Spence? Like the man was a national star. Like they say everything is big in Texas. Errol was known throughout America. Terrence Crawford was not. That's why Errol Spence.
That's before Crawford though. Like now that he got demolished, they're not about to look at him that way no more. Like
oh God, they not. They not finna.
He lost a lot of his luster. That's a fact. Hey, Keffa, hit the
they're not finna watch no Spence fight like that.
Yeah, but
you wanna know what's funny?
Slaughtered.
Spence need one more fight, one more knockout, and he gonna be back hot. He gonna be back
I
hot.
agree with that. If he do that,
Selling pay-per-views.
I agree.
Hey, do you think that if Spence gets the fight between the winner of this fight tonight, do you think that he would have to jump down to 147 or make Crawford go up to 154?
It doesn't make sense for them to put Spence back in there fighting for a title. They don't know what Spence is going to look like. I think they're going to put Crawford in there because they know, okay, Crawford on his last couple of days, they're going to make Spence come back and fight some lower tier guys and see what they're working with. They cannot just throw him back in there with championship competition.
Hold on, guys. Hey, hold on, guys. Hey, hold on. Hey, hello to everybody out there. I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to let KJ know I stayed up all last night. I got to go to a baby shower, but I am going to pick Tszyu. I'm going to take that. I'm going to pull that prediction on that fight. That's where I'm at. But y'all have a good conversation. I'll be listening to you. Hey, I got to get dressed. All right. Take care, y'all. Be blessed.
All right.
Hey, host, how you feel about Tim Tszyu manager saying that they prefer Spence over Crawford though? He said that.
Of course.
Let's say Tim Tszyu win the fight.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you why. Number one, Spence offers you more money. That's number one. Number two, Spence is going to give Tim Tszyu the fight that he wants, right in front of him, toe to toe. Crawford literally could take a step to the side, take a step back, and counter the hell out of Tim Tszyu. And he's way faster than Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu could potentially get stopped. He's already been dropped twice in his career. And guess what? One of the times it was by a southpaw. Crawford is one of the best southpaws in the world. So they know what time it is.
Yeah, it's an easier fight.
And more money.
But I think Tszyu won't Crawford. Yeah. Because Tszyu, he want that challenge. I think he gonna want Crawford.
That's gonna be his.
He don't want Crawford. I promise you, he don't want Crawford.
Nah, the way he was talking.
He don't talk about Crawford the same way he talk about Spence. I promise you, he don't. When he talk about Spence, he be like,
have you seen the interview? Hey, but have you seen the interview whenever a reporter asked him, who would you want mostly after you fight this victory? He said he would want Boots, he would want Spence, he would want Bud, but out of all of them, he said he would want Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah, because he's pound
for pound.
But Cambosos made the same mistake. These Australians, they don't never really learn. No, serious. Tim Tszyu, you got a belt. They didn't build you up. acting like you one of the top boxers in the world and shit. And Tszyu is really, really good. I was watching his film.
I
He
know.
cannot beat Bud Crawford even on a bad day.
Oh,
But because
definitely.
he want to actually fight for legacy, if you go out there and fight Bud, you're gonna lose your belt, and it's gonna be a one-sided fight, just like with the Cambosos and Devin Haney. The difference is Bud has power that Devin not bringing. So not only are you gonna lose, but it's a high chance that you're gonna get stopped. If you smart, you don't fight Bud. You fight Boots. You fight Spence. Win, lose, or draw, you're gonna have a much better showing against him, and it's gonna be better for your legacy.
Hey, KJ, I got one question, and I'm going to go on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's high on Boots. I was at one point too, but he fights once a year. He's arguably the most talented boxer today. Like skill wise, eye test,
No,
he
he's
passes.
not. He's funny tomato
Bro,
cans.
he's a hype job, bro. I'm
He's
real.
a hype job, bro. He's hype. He's nothing but
Y'all didn't
hype.
even let me finish. What I'm saying is he passes the eye test. He got all the skills. It looks like he's just incredible. Why he don't go to 154 and challenge himself? Like, why is he still at 147? Nobody's there, bro.
Well, that's the thing now because his whole thing was this, and this was the IBF plan. Okay, Crawford demolishes Spence. Boost wanted Spence and Crawford. Spence is going up. Spence can't make 147 no more. Looks like Crawford is going to go up. But Boost, he was just waiting because he thought maybe potentially he could get the winner of Spence.
You believe that? I never believed that, though. I never ever believed that. He was waiting on them to go up. He was never waiting on them to unify so he could fight him.
I never thought he was going to get a fight with neither one of them. I thought that it was silly for him to be chasing him. He'd be better off trying to go fight Virgil Ortiz or somebody.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Boots won't make it past Mario Barrios. And if that fight ever happened, I got Mario. I'm telling y'all.
You got some trolls up here. You got some trolls up here, I see.
I'm that serious, bro. He hasn't fought a B-level fighter yet. You can't name a B-level fighter he's fought.
Bro,
I got Mario Barrios. He's way faster and he got a way better jab.
But I lost respect for Mario when he lost to Tank. Like, you too big to
man said,
bro, it's
Mario,
Tank.
Tank Davis is one of the best boxers in the world, and he has generational power.
Hey, it's Tank. That's
There you go. Thanks for the gifts.
That's
Hey,
understandable.
I feel like never mind, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I still don't respect him.
So
I'm
you
talking about the Mario.
Go down the rabbit hole, man. This KJITV.
Because I feel like that ain't gonna matter when. I just don't think Barrios is that. That's all. I'm sorry. I don't think he's him.
Whoa! You saying that's Tank? Who you got being Tank?
I got Devin beating Tank.
I'm just curious. Who you got being Tank?
I got Devin and Shakur beating Tank.
Well, wait.
I do too.
You seen Bill Haney even say Shakur is bad for the business. He's bad for boxing because how come when it's time to make a fight, everybody else is the problem?
Nobody beating Tank at 135.
Or is he just ducking and find people he know he can beat?
I'm gonna say this though: Tank and Shakur are the last two top dogs at 135. If they don't fight, they ducking each other because ain't no excuse. The division pretty much cleaned out.
Hey, that's facts.
Well, Devin's not coming back down.
Division is the most stacked division in boxing.
The unification.
What you said, KJ?
Lightweight is the most stacked division in all of boxing.
Exactly. All those young guys coming up, and they want Shakur. They want his head. You seen that boy Floyd Schofield calling him out. He hungry. He want his head. You know what Shakur told that boy?
Another thing I'm gonna tell you, in a couple years, like say Tank don't go to 140. In a couple years, guys like Andy Cruz, Keyshawn Davis, all these dudes going to be seasoned and ready for a fight with Tank Davis. Like those young dudes, along with the big names like Shakur is already there. Frank Martin is about to prove and show what he can do or what he can't do. It's so much talent at lightweight right now that nobody is really safe. None of them. I don't see if they were to really be fighting like back in the day, 1950s Black Murderers Row, where y'all fighting each other in the tournament. A lot of these guys who are undefeated, you'll see them start to get knocked out. That's how talented the division is, and it wouldn't be because they bad. It'd be that's what happened to you when you dealing with that level of talent. Abdullah, you know what I mean? Like these dudes, they coming and they could hurt some of these names that we like to throw around all the time. They could hurt them and stop them. All it takes is one bad move, one punch.
I ain't gonna lie, KJ. If Abdullah Mason run into Floyd Schofield, it's raps with him. He might well stay away from him as possible. Don't go near him. Floyd Schofield is the only person I see that can possibly compete with the top guys right now. Other than that, please, Keyshawn Davis, please stay where you at. Please.
Hey, listen.
He just,
Hell no,
bro,
hell no.
bro,
Floyd
bro.
Schofield,
I
Keyshawn,
think
what?
Abdullah
What?
Rex,
hell
Floyd.
no. Floyd Schofield, just like Abdullah Mason, they fought both tomato cans. How the fuck is he ready over Abdullah Mason or any of them?
Bro, you
How?
gotta look at the
But check this
footwork. You
out
gotta
though.
look at the
This is
IQ.
trying
You
to
gotta look at
understand.
all that.
But
And
hold on,
I
this
really
trying to
watch these
understand.
fights, bro. I know what happened. I know that's how I
Yes, yeah.
predict
Listen,
fights.
listen, listen.
But
You
hold
listen,
up.
listen.
Let
Y'all
me.
talking about an eye test with their skills, but they still fighting tomato cans. Of course, you're gonna look that good.
But hold up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. Right now, this is y'all not realizing. In boxing, we see a lot of black on Mexican. We see a lot of black on white. These brothers in this lightweight division are all capable of knocking each other out. Boxing isn't just, well, I'm ready. I got this amount of experience. All it takes is one shot. We got a lot of instances where dudes, they got that one shot. Like Abdullah Mason as well as Floyd Schofield, they have the power to floor a Tank or a Shakur or any big name. They have the athleticism necessary to do so. Frank Martin is about to show y'all. I don't think he's gonna beat Tank, but he has the athleticism to hurt Tank Davis. We usually don't see that when we're watching these big fights because it's usually black on Mexican, black on white. They're missing the foot speed.
Bro, KJ,
Franklin give Tank some work, I think. I'm gonna be real.
NBA young boy.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
NBA
I
YoungBoy
think
knocked Tank Davis ass out on 4K trade. NBA YoungBoy knocked
Bro,
Tank
what?
Davis ass out.
I don't know.
all
I
right,
don't know.
And
Well,
Lucas and Marcus, bro,
whatever you
I
said,
would knock y'all
McDonald's
ass
told
out.
me
We can set up a
whatever.
boxing match in my mama backyard.
hey, KJ, I think Abdul, he gonna make this Frank guy look. It's gonna look real easy. It's gonna be real easy.
I got a couple of videos coming out, but there's no way that I can put my money on Frank Martin after some of the things I've been investigating. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
no way
ain't
I can
gonna
put my
lie,
money on.
bro. I'm a Tank
Hey,
fan, and
hey,
I'm kind of skeptical because
Bro,
my boy been out for a whole year,
Both
and
of them been out
then
for a year, Nina. Both of
hey,
them been
hey,
out for a
hey,
year.
hey,
oh,
hey. One
Frank
thing
been
I
out
wanna,
for a whole year. Oh,
what
he rap. He lunch food. You should never told me that.
That's what I'm saying. I've been looking into this shit. There's no way I can put my money on. If Frank Martin win this fight, it's gonna be one of the biggest upsets ever. He's supposed to win this fight.
but let me say this though about Floyd Schofield. The thing about it is his last fight he was chasing a KO. You like if you going against elite competition, do not chase a KO, bro.
That's
Do not.
fact. You saw what
I
happened with Boots and Karen.
I bet. Let me
Hey,
say
KJ,
this.
before I go, can you give me your predictions tonight? Rolly, Pitbull, and Fundora and Tszyu.
Yeah, Fundora gonna beat Tszyu, whether it's he either gonna win by the judges because PBC want him to advance. They actually giving him, I don't know if you noticed, but this is his second chance at this opportunity. He was supposed to beat Brian Mendoza. He lost to Mendoza, got stopped, and here he is again. Mendoza went on to fight Tszyu and lost right immediately. With no fight after that, Fundora got a chance to fight for this belt again against Tszyu. So he gonna win on the cards if he doesn't win by TKO. The reason why he probably gonna win on TKO is because when he lost to Mendoza, Mendoza was using all this lateral movement, a lot of starting and stopping, a lot of clinching, a lot of turning, a lot of little things that ended up leading to that big little shot. Tszyu don't fight like that. Tszyu is a come forward fighter. Fundora is a come forward fighter. Neither one of these guys jabbed that much. So it's gonna come down to who hits the hardest, who throws more punches. I think it's easier for a man 6'6" punching down than for a man 5'8" or 5'9", however tall Tszyu is punching up. So I'm going with Sebastian Fundora by TKO in the late rounds or by decision. And when you talk about Pitbull and Rolly, Pitbull got better structure than Rolly. Pitbull will keep his rear hand on his chin. He can take a punch better than Rolly. He throws more punches than Rolly. He has a better body attack than Rolly. He has better head movement than Rolly. I don't see how Rolly is going to be able to keep Pitbull off of him. Tank Davis was unable to keep Pitbull off of him. From the first round, Pitbull was landing body shots against Tank. So I think Rolly going to end up getting stopped in the late rounds.
I can see that. I got both. I got the same exact thing. I got Fundora stopping Tszyu because punching up is like you said, is harder. And you can't train 2 weeks for that, bro. You gotta have a full fight camp for that. Like this guy's 6'6". Rolly's a bum. He's getting stopped in probably 6-7 rounds. But
I don't think Rolly a
they
bum.
supposed to be competitive.
I don't think Rolly a bum. I think Rolly is like Ryan Garcia. And what I mean by that is
Oh, the
I think Rolly
he's a,
disrespect.
Listen to this. Listen to
I
this.
think Rolly can go to UFC and be a superstar. I'm talking about a
No, I don't think
superstar
so.
in UFC.
I think Rolly.
He got a jiu-jitsu background, right?
Listen to this, man. I think that Rolly Romero. I damn lost my train of thought a little bit. Rolly, he's okay. Oh yeah, here it is. He's just like Ryan. You know why? Because they're very very popular and they can talk a lot of shit. I gotta mute. I think it's this baby goat dude.
Hey, and one thing I want to say about the Rolly and Ryan.
Hold on. Everybody mute their mic.
I got you.
Cause yeah, somebody mic got a little. When y'all not talking, when you finish talking, mute your mic. Because it's a background noise, like I don't know, static. Anyway, Rolly is like Ryan Garcia, and here's why. Both of them are very, very popular. They can talk a bunch of shit, but they are not top 10 in their division. But that doesn't mean that they top one. That don't mean that they 100 either. I think that they somewhere around 20th in the world, top 20th or top 30th in the world. That's still very, very good. Very, very good. But they're in a position where people are expecting them to beat top 10 fighters because they have top 10 marketing ability. That's what I get from Rolly Romero. I don't think he's a bum.
I just wanted to say, bro, you look like P. Diddy, bro. That's all I got to say. You look like P. Diddy. I'm 4K trading the name of young boy We Pray 38, baby. That's all I got to say,
Hey,
bro.
baby, go. That's the second time you tried to say something for shock value, and it wasn't shocking, man. So I'm gonna tell you, keep on trying. Go
do
back.
your homework.
Hold on.
Do your homework on me, bro.
Listen. I like that you on the show. Go, hey, baby, go. Go in your room. Get your notes together and bring back some better shit. Cause you gotta say something to get the guys laughing. This is a TV show.
Bro,
you gotta
When you up here,
that was a compliment.
I need you
if
to
I
be
said
your
you look
best
like P. Diddy, you look like P. Diddy, bro.
You hear what I say?
Oh my
No. This I ain't. I'm just telling you. If you come up here to troll and be goofy, I want you to be the best at it.
No,
Don't come to my show with that whack
I was
shit.
just telling my
You
opinion,
come with
bro.
better shots.
Calm down.
You write your shit down. You rehearse it in the mirror. You prepare.
I'll write
you bring
this
your
down,
best
bro. They
shit.
come
You
straight
don't
out
bring
my
me no
head.
corny
What is you
shit.
talking about?
You don't bring me no.
Hey, you gotta
you
stop.
bring
You
the
gotta
best
stop
shit.
glazing,
All right.
bro.
Now
How
I'm
old
gonna send
you
your
is,
ass
bro?
off. I'm gonna send you off so you can get better next time.
Hey, how old you is,
Now go
bro?
ahead.
How old that man is? The fuck?
He old news, man. We on boxing, man. He old
Man,
news.
come on, bro. Y'all hold on, bro.
Hey,
Y'all too out
that's my
old to
guy,
be doing
baby
all
go,
this damn
man. He a
glazing,
troll,
bro.
y'all. Y'all can't take him serious. He be trolling, y'all.
Yeah, he cool,
Man,
man.
I understand he trolling, but like it's on the
Come with better,
listen.
you know what I mean? Come with better shit. If you gonna be here for
Listen.
shock value, then I want to at least laugh when you say your shit. You know what I mean? I want to at least be a
Hey,
good person.
hey, KJ.
Go
If
home,
you're a
write that
troll,
shit
at least
down,
be
practice
good
in
at
the
it.
mirror, and then bring his corny ass on back.
Hey, I
Yeah,
have a
like
question.
you gonna be a troll, my nigga. Like at least be good at it. Don't be sitting
Yeah,
here and
that's
be
what I'm
corny,
saying. You know
blazing.
what I mean?
Hey, I have a question, KJ.
Yeah.
So you said like Fundora has like the Lomachenko privilege, right? Where they want him to be like the champion.
Oh, I mean, I can't necessarily. I just say there was a similarity. I can't say it's a Lomachenko privilege. Like it's just that there's no way that you come off getting knocked out and then boom, we put you right back in there. PBC doing the same thing with your boy.
Well, KJ, you got to add context, though, bro. He wasn't supposed to get this fight. Keith Thurman
Yeah,
messed
he's
this
not
up.
supposed to. That's what
So
I'm
I'm saying,
saying. I think that Loma privilege is totally different. I think Loma privilege is totally different though. Like I think they took his shit to another level. As soon as Loma got in the game, they gave him a title shot. Never seen this happen before. That's why I can't. That's the only reason why I say I can't really say Loma, but it is privilege. They want him to be successful. They want him to win.
Then what if the judges are Dave Moretti for this fight, and if they potentially rob Fundora of a win, and they give it to Tim, then they give it to Tim Tszyu? Will you be mad about it?
How could they rob Fundora? He hasn't done nothing.
Well, you just said like they're trying to make him win, and like the
I
best.
said they're trying to make Fundora win.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm saying, but Fundora really don't deserve to be like if Fundora don't go out and dominate Tim Tszyu. I mean, this is a man that's already been stopped. Tim Tszyu does have the country of Australia behind him. He has defended his belt before. So how could Fundora come off and get knocked out and then we saying, oh, he got robbed unless he kicking Tim Tszyu's ass? I think it's very, very unlikely that he's going to get robbed. And if it's a close fight, the fight should go to the champion.
And that's why he shouldn't have it been a close fight at all. He should control the fight and win. Or at least TKO the man.
Yeah, I think he's going to win by TKO. But I think that if it does go to decision, they're going to give it to Fundora. Why are they setting Fundora up off of getting stopped? First off, Fundora was already supposed to fight this man. The fight against Brian Mendoza was to fight this man. He loses, gets stopped. Mendoza fights Tszyu, loses in a 12-round decision. And they're like, okay, Fundora, we're going to give you another shot. We need you. To me, that looks like we need you to beat this guy. We need you to hold this belt. We think that we could sell the hell out of you. You 6'6". You're the average height of an NBA player. We want you to be a major player in this boxing thing. We trying to put you in position. You fucked up the first time. We're going to give you another try. So I don't think that they're going to be looking to rob Fundora. I think that they're going to be looking to rob Tszyu, if anything.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Tszyu got the belt, don't he?
Yeah.
What belt he
And
got?
he's
And they fighting for the WBC too. So it's 2 belts on the line tonight.
Okay, it's the WBC and what else?
The WBO.
WBO. Okay.
Cause with the Thurman fight, there was no belts and it was a catchweight, right?
Yeah, it was a catchweight, no belts. Now they fight for 2 belts, and the mandatory is Terrence Crawford, unless they override Terrence Crawford.
So maybe
Man, listen, all I say,
now, when you
listen,
think
all
about
I
that,
gotta say
listen
is,
to what y'all saying. Maybe Thurman didn't even get injured. Maybe they just told him sit the fuck down.
man, Thurman living up to his name. Keep fighting one time, Thurman. Living up to his name.
They
Now,
call him
KJ, I heard if they choose Spence over Crawford, then he'll have to vacate the WBO. So it'll just be 1 belt on the line, the WBC. And you know Spence love that green belt. So, it's a lot that can happen, and it's a lot that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like Bud should be next up, but I won't be mad if he choose Spence and Bud fight them for the vacant WBO. And then now you got Spence and Crawford with a belt. They can unify.
Yep.
Feel me? So it's a lot that can happen.
I don't think. Look, I want to see Spence rematch Crawford, but I don't know, man.
I don't want to see that shit ever again.
See that, bro.
I don't know if you remember, but I used to. I ain't gonna say troll you, but I was trying to tell you all year, like KJ, you know boxing, but this is the one thing you got wrong, my guy. This is the one thing you go get wrong.
I thought that it was gonna be a close fight, but Spence was gonna use his punch output and wear Crawford down like how he usually do. But nah, man, it wasn't even close.
Man, y'all do know Spence ain't
he
even trained for that
he
fight
beat
for
the
real,
Mario
bro. You
coins
could
off
tell how
Spence
he
ass.
was lunching.
He said the Mario.
He was lunching his punches. He ain't trained for that fight for real, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something
I
else
want
too.
to see it again, but I want to see Spence at his
All the
best.
I
Canelo
want to see
fans,
Spence fighting at a healthy weight. That's all. I want to see what do
all
Spence
the
look like.
Canelo
Nah,
fans.
don't do that.
I know
Don't
they
do
said
that.
Crawford too small, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the Canelo fans better pray and wish and hope that Crawford don't get that fight.
Hey,
Canelo will not fight Crawford. Canelo knows
Spence
that
need to
it's
go to
a chance.
160.
It's a big chance Crawford could win that fight. It's totally different than when he fought Jermell Charlo. Like Canelo knows it.
Hey, you said Spence at a healthy weight. I think he's a lot bigger than like half of them guys, so he should be like 154, 160. I think 160 should be like the perfect weight for Spence.
No, I think 160 not good enough. Spence not actually, believe it or not, Crawford, if he bulked up, would be more successful at 160 because Crawford got power for one shot, power, both hands. Spence is the guy that wear you down. Really, Spence, it would have been better for him to, become unified at 147. When you no longer can make the weight, go to 154, hold it down for a couple years, and then maybe take an easy fight at 160 at the end of your career. But Spence don't have really that crack power. You like crack a person, knock him out, one punch power. So going up in weights don't really make sense for him. His style is great for 147. I think it is great for 154.
I think, man, a lot of y'all finna hate me for this, but Spence is good, but I think he one dimensional in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I mean, he is.
And KJ, I got another theory. The Canelo's fight plan with PBC, it was never Benavidez at the end. It was always Earl Spence at the end. It was Earl Spence at the end, bro.
Yeah,
it's just Earl Spence fucked it up when he lost to Crawford.
Yep. And they be that's the thing. The plans never lately. None of their plans have been going as planned. None of them. Like when you look across boxing, motherfuckers is losing fight. The Rolly Romero fucked up against Barroso. They had to save his ass. People losing fights left and right.
Yeah.
Now Tank Davis, he got the ball in his hand now. If Tank loses to Frank Martin, that fuck up the whole boxing world.
How? Yep, everything. Is that for a belt, KJ? That's for a belt, right? Is Tank versus Frank for a belt?
Yeah.
Man, listen. I got Tank winning that fight, but if he loses to Frank, bro, we not getting a Devin Haney and Shakur Stevensons and the Lomachenko's and the Tiafimos. We not getting those fights.
This how
Tank ain't
goated.
finna take another. Tank ain't finna take another risk of losing, bro. He's not.
This
Nah,
how goated
he gonna
Tank
rematch
is.
him if that's the
We
case.
finna win the fight and get a belt to that nigga. We gonna let the nigga have the belt.
No, that's actually facts.
Tank not losing. I'm gonna
Like
say this.
Tank
I
will
am a
fight
Tank
to
hater.
win the belt and then let them have the
I'm a
belt so he don't have to fight the mandatory.
I'm a Tank hater because we had our issues on Twitter. We didn't have back and forth many times. Me and Tank, but I don't deny the fact that he's probably the most talented boxer today. However, I call him overrated because of who he chooses to fight, bro. He's better than everybody. Only person I can see him
Say
losing to
that
is probably
again,
Devin
bro.
Haney.
God.
But Devin Haney got to literally be on his best to pull off that fight.
I think
Other than
No,
that,
at 140, Devin Haney can have an okay night and still win.
I give
Facts.
you that.
Oh
I ain't mad at
man,
that.
the
Spit.
hate this
yeah,
man
Spit.
Tank get.
that
I give you
good.
that.
Spit.
Hey, I
Spit.
ain't want to sound like I
Listen,
was
man,
glazing
Spit.
KJ,
look, I'm
but
gonna
I
tell you
actually
straight
agree
up.
with you. I
Hey,
The
agree
way
with
hey,
you,
hey,
that
KJ.
hey!
I ain't
Devin
Hold
gonna
on,
lie.
Haney,
before I
the
let
way
y'all,
that Devin Haney know how to
talk, bro.
control distance, Tank, like, okay, this is the reason why I picked Devin and Shakur to be Tank. Devin and Shakur, they don't need no damn knockout. Tank is not throwing enough punches to beat them on the card, so he needs a knockout. He needs it. He's not going to outbox them.
Tank don't need knockouts, bro.
Against Devin and Shakur, he's going to need a knockout. There's no way he's going to beat
There's
them.
no way he's gonna go in there and think like, oh, I'm a box against Devin.
Not
Oh God.
necessarily, bro. He
Let me
Or
let
Shakur.
me tell
we've
y'all
seen
what
him
Even in the
y'all.
brawl
sparring,
before
even in
though.
the sparring, you
Use
didn't
your
see Tank
brain,
trying to
bro.
We've
box.
seen Tank brawl
The
before
sparring
though.
where Tank
Even
dominated,
if
Devin, you didn't see him take a boxing approach. You see Tank sparring Teofimo Lopez. Tio was young too. Tank didn't go out there and try to kill his ass. And I know
Tank
there
will
wasn't no money up, but
kill
he didn't take
Tio.
a boxing approach with Devin. He took a brawling approach. He took a athletic, power-based, momentum approach. He didn't like, oh, let me use my jab. No, he tried to walk that man down. That's the only way he beat somebody with Devin style. That's the only
Man,
way he
listen.
beat somebody with Shakur style.
It ain't Tank, cuz it's Abdul Wahid, bro.
No,
Look,
it's not.
Abdul Wahid,
You
Tank, it is
guys are
what it
all
is.
wrong,
Look, Tank, we love you. You our brother. I'm gonna just call you Tank, man. Shit.
That's his nickname anyway, so.
bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all what Tank beat
Yeah.
these. Why Tank beat these guys? When you ask Shakur, will you beat Tank? You know what he says? He don't say I'll beat Tank. He said I feel like I'll beat Tank. Why do you feel? You should know, cause he already. Want me to tell you why he say he feel like he'll beat Tank? Because they done already sparred before. He know it. He know where Tank coming with. He
Yeah.
already lost, bro. So rap Shakur name up. And let me tell you why Devin don't say the same thing. Cause Bill
Hey,
Haney.
hey, let
If
me
Devin ain't have
listen,
Bill Haney on
listen.
my life, Tank, we would have been fought. We would have been fought Devin Haney, bro.
Listen, but listen though. What I like how
Yeah.
what KJ said earlier. In a few years, majority of these young fighters at 135, they will become seasoned to fight these fighters. That's the thing I want to use with Shakur and Devin. They wasn't seasoned when they sparred Tank. So come ask Tank to fight
Well,
them
I
now.
don't know
They're
about
more
the
seasoned.
season. I don't know about the season because look, I'm be honest.
They wasn't though. They
Look,
wasn't.
I'm gonna tell you that's right. That's right. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers who been like Wilfred Benitez. You know what I mean? I think what he's 17, 18, world champion. Like boxing is complex, but it's simple in a way at the same time. Either you got it or you sports. Either you got it or you don't. And if you got it, you can amplify it and you can make it better. But the way that Devin and Shakur, a lot of the stuff that they doing now, all they did was fine tune the stuff that they already had in the footage when they were sparring Tank. Like Devin he doesn't fight that much different than he fought when he was 17. He just worked on the skills that he already had. So
but that
for
Devin
real, to
sparring,
be
he
honest
didn't
with you, what I'm
lose the
saying is
sparring. He just got hurt.
Devin shouldn't have looked that
That's
bad
all it
in
take. They had gear
that
on, he
sparring
got
tape.
hurt.
He shouldn't have looked that bad regardless. But that sparring tape was chopped up. That's one thing that we gotta take account of. If Tank was really fucking him up like that, why y'all gotta chop it up?
Facts.
Bro, at the end of the day, Devin ass look beautiful and they don't even look on the same level.
Hell
Even
no.
if that's a chopped up tape or not, they don't even look on the same
Hey
level
Nina.
from what we
Hey,
was watching.
hey, hey. All I gotta say is do
Yeah,
not bet on Tank when that fight happens. That's all I got to say.
You said
You
what?
gonna get your feelings hurt. You gonna get your feelings hurt.
I'm
You said
telling you,
what?
bro.
I said do not bet on Tank when him and Devin fight now. You gonna
I
get your
will.
feelings hurt.
I'll bet on Tank. No
Oh,
head,
okay.
I'm betting
no
I'm
head,
taking
no
out my
headgear,
whole
bro. He's about to
401k
knock
and
his
putting
head
it on
off.
Tank.
Hey, don't put your life savings on it. You're gonna be broke now. Don't do that.
I'm
And
telling
I hope he the underdog on my
Oh
life.
no, you know it's gonna be Devin. Devin not gonna be the favorite. It's gonna be Tank, but he gonna show up and show out.
Wait. If Devin don't get past Ryan, he not getting no Tank fight.
Oh, he
So
gonna get past.
he
Listen,
better
I'm
put
not
that
even
in
worrying about Ryan.
consideration.
Ryan is a no
you.
factor.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna switch y'all opinions after Devin make him look bad anyway. So I don't even care what y'all say about Ryan at
I
all.
You
think
do know
Devin.
Ryan
I
way
think
faster
Devin.
than
Ryan be
Devin,
I
right?
think they gonna
destroying.
give it
Man,
to Tyler.
listen. The same shit that y'all said about Regis, y'all gonna say the thing about Ryan. Oh shit, Devin get
Yeah,
knocked out
but
tonight after the fight. Oh shit, he's trash. He's
hey, do
trash.
y'all watch a Showbiz or something? Do y'all watch Showbiz?
Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
Yeah,
Showbiz
that's
is
my
a
guy.
Well, he
showbiz
made a
biased half
video.
time.
Hey. He made a video about whenever Devin, his opponent's age. He says that he's been fighting out of prime fighters, and do you
Old
agree?
players. Hey, bro, say that shit again, bro.
He's
Say
been
it
fighting out of
again.
prime fighters due to box strike. Due to box strike, prime fighters are from 27 to 32, and then Showbiz did a math equation of
Is these out of prime? Listen though. But these out of prime
Don't tell him
fighters
that.
and these out of
A lot of these
prime
elite
fighters
fighters
and
are
quote unquote old
exceptions.
guys.
Yeah, that age stuff, it depends. Like some of these guys are exceptions to that, man. Like they're just extremely good past that age. Like
Look, when they
And
talk
his last
about
three
prime,
fighters was
when they talk
champions,
about
bro.
when
Kudos.
they
Regis,
talk about
Loma. Like,
prime,
what
bro,
are we talking about?
all they saying is
Kudos.
physically at 20, between your physical prime,
Kudos.
27, 32, your body will never move that fast. But that don't necessarily mean you in your prime as a boxer. Like, if you box and you keep on boxing, mentally you can get better. You can gain a greater skill base. You get more confidence because you've done it so many times. The older a man get, the more sure of himself he becomes. So it's not black and white like, oh, 27, 32, this is prime. There's fighters who like their
What's
prime
up?
didn't even begin until they get into their 30s. Somebody said, yeah, true. Look at Manny. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao was dangerous until he was 40 years old. Manny at 40 years old was more dangerous than a lot of guys in their prime because although he was slower, the experience that he had, you cannot learn that in the gym. You got to learn that on the job. So there's a lot of shit you got to factor in. You can't just get a number and be like, look, he's fighting out of prime guys. Lomachenko out of his prime, but I promise you, Tank Davis is in no rush to be like, okay, Loma, you're 36, let's jump in the ring. They would never fight. The two would never fight.
so look at Joseph Parker. Like, I mean, you can look at all these other guys, like they still in their
Yeah,
prime.
look at that shit. Both
This shit gonna be
Bud
so
Crawford,
funny.
36 years old when he fought Errol Spence, man. Bud, shit, that motherfucker looked like Bud Crawford was solidified as pound for pound at 36. All the shit that he did in his prime, nobody really took serious. At 36 years old, they said, "Yup, that's the best pound for pound fighter in the world."
And
And
that's
he
the best performance he put on, too. I can say
ever,
that
you know
out of
why?
every
You
fight
know
he had.
why? His mind, the reps. He got on the job, real life reps. The man was already undisputed at 140. He got 40. That was his 40th fight, I believe. So all of that practice, he's no longer as fast as he was when he was in his 20s or his early 30s. But his timing is better than it's ever been. His mental focus is better than it's ever been. His confidence as a man, he's been on the earth 36 years. So shit like that, you got to factor in. You can't just throw out a number and be like, oh, yeah, 27, 32, this is the prime. Nah, man.
Yeah, man. Who y'all got on?
Floyd did better against Canelo at 36 than he would have done at 26. Even if he would have stopped Canelo at 26. The way that Floyd's mind was at 36,
Oh yeah,
that's why it was an embarrassment. Floyd it's like he knew every little step that he was gonna do down to a T. That's what you get as you grow older, your brain start to expand. They say when you hit 30, your brain get larger as a man. So you 36, Floyd looking at the world different than when he did in his 20s. He's patient. Embarrassed the shit out of Canelo. Even if he would have stopped Canelo in his 20s, it wouldn't have been as embarrassing. It wouldn't have been the boxing virtuoso that it was. That was Floyd's greatest performance boxing wise to date. He never looked better than on that night, in my opinion. He literally embarrassed the hell out of Canelo.
I
yeah.
don't know. I got something to say.
I mean,
This shit gonna be so crazy.
what do y'all think was Floyd's greatest performance? I'm talking about full boxing.
For boxing?
Diego Corrales,
Nah,
Arturo
Corrales is a
Gotti.
great performance.
that's not.
But
That's not.
Corrales is a great performance, but that was not the way that he did Canelo. That man stood right in front of Canelo and made that motherfucker miss, and Canelo had 17-pound weight advantage on him.
But
Yeah,
I'm
this
going
is a
with Diego and
definition of
Arturo.
your greatest performance. When you're losing the fight and you somehow come back and get the win, that's like your greatest performance.
I mean, but that's when has Floyd been really losing? You talking about a personal preference thing? Like, wow, he losing the fight and he came back. That's being clutch, and that's what really get people to fall in love with you. I think that's why people love Tank. People used to love Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson will be losing a fight. Ali will be losing fights and come back and win. And it's like, oh, because they had you on the edge of your seat. That don't really show that you're a master. Masters, they rarely are in trouble. Like a master, they're in control damn near the whole time. That's why it's kind of boring. Floyd's greatest fights, him against Manny Pacquiao, the fight of the century. Floyd was in control the whole time. Nobody remember the fight. After the fight, motherfuckers was mad, like they felt like they was robbed. But somebody like Tank, him being naturally smaller than his opponents, he get down on the cards. You like, oh shit, damn, Tank about to lose. He gets a clutch knockout, and you remember, you like, whoa, I can't believe he was able to beat those odds. When you really at the top, you never really in danger. Like it is what it is. Floyd was rarely ever in danger. That's why when Mosley caught him, it was like the world stopped. Because it was like, oh shit, we never seen it before. He buckled Floyd Mayweather. Why is it that Floyd has never been in trouble until he was in his late 30s? That just shows he was on another level with the shit.
Yeah. Greatest.
But what you talking about is what fans prefer. Fans prefer back and forth.
You said he not?
Parity, and fans prefer to be put on the edge of their seat.
No.
Ali was great at
Who
putting
be
the
more
fans on the edge of their
champions?
seat. Ali would get dropped, get up, keep fighting, and drop the opponent. People love to see that, but that's not really boxing at the highest level, because if you're really great, you're not gonna go to the canvas.
Nah, he took the fight on it. Hey, but what y'all think on that Bevo Better V fight? What y'all think? Who got that one?
I got Bertha Beer. I think Bevo gonna get stopped.
Really? Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I got Bevo on that one. I think he gonna figure
That's a
it out.
50-50 fight. That's a 50-50 fight.
I had Bivol for like 3 years.
Bevo gonna figure him out, I feel like.
Man, Bill, he about to get hit with some shit.
I ain't better be flat-footed.
You ever seen ATL when a man say, yeah, I'm about to put some hot shit up in his chest? Like, Bill about to feel something. Berta Biev power, and I keep telling people this, Berta Biev dropped Alexander Usyk, and they was fighting at cruiserweight in the Olympics or in international tournaments, wherever it may be. This is the highest level at the amateur level. At the amateur level, you have on gloves that are 2 ounces higher, and you have on headgear and all of that. Berta Biev was fighting a larger man with larger gloves and was able to drop him with a body shot. That's not really supposed to happen.
Come on, we know he got a weak body though. Like that. Come on.
I understand, but he's still a larger man, and they have on larger gloves. And Berta Biev goes on to have a 100% knockout ratio as a professional. So this motherfucker is the truth when it comes to power. Just like how Tank Davis is the truth, or Deontay Wilder is the truth. Only difference is, just like Tank Davis, Berta Biev actually has good, a fair amount of boxing skill to go along with that crazy power. Bivol has never been in there with a puncher like Berta Biev. And that's just it.
So better be if he's gonna handle Bivol's footwork like that, like he gonna handle his movement, he gonna handle all that.
It's a 50-50 fight. We might get to the fight, he can't fuck with the movement. But right now, they both have attributes that no one else at that weight class has at that level. No other light heavyweights use the in and out movement of Dimitri Bivol. No other light heavyweights has power like a heavyweight like Berta Biev. So we're gonna see. Typically, the boxer beats the puncher. So I'm really supposed to go with Bivol because his history says that the boxer beats the puncher. But I think we have a special puncher on our hands, so I can't do it. I can't bet against. I can't do it. I can't bet against 100%, man. I can't bet against 100%.
I feel you. We're gonna see.
David fights the winner. I think
David gonna get stopped. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah. I actually want Bivol to win because I think David will beat Bivol. I don't think David could beat Berta.
Ah, come on, man.
David already beat Bivol in sparring.
Come on, that's sparring though. Like
I'm just saying. I feel that he dominated. I wasn't there.
He probably was working on
something.
That
picture and the praise that Bivol gave David Benavidez, and when they stand next to each other, Benavidez is still a larger man than Bivol. I think he got Bibble's number. I think he would beat Bibble. I think he would get stopped against Bertabia because his style. I'm just gonna put my hands up and absorb all these shots. No, no, no. You cannot do that against Bertabia. So I think he'll get stopped against Bertabia, but he would beat Bibble. He'll put too much pressure on Bibble. He will back Bibble up, and Bibble will lose on a unanimous decision.
We can't go off that, man. I mean, didn't Floyd lose the arrow in sparring or something? Like,
no, that's false. When you go do the fact check, it's actually the opposite. Floyd almost knocked Arrow out in the sparring.
I've never heard that.
And that's why I said a lot of shit going in sparring that people don't have on footage. But they said that Floyd, when he sparred with Arrow, he had him wobbly.
Who
wobbly? Said that Arrow gave Floyd a black eye, but they said Floyd had Arrow wobbly, and nobody talked about it.
Yeah, that's sparring thing. I don't know, man. We see where some boxers will spar somebody and the other person will win, but then they'll win in a real match. Like sometimes.
Yeah, that's true because not everybody that spars could bring it to the lights, under the lights. But guess what? Benavidez is proven under the lights, just like Bivol has been proven under the lights. So I don't think it's a case where Benavidez is some gym warrior beating up on champions, but then he get gunshot when the bell ring. Benavidez has never shown himself to be gunshot. You know what I mean? I think he's going to go out there and execute. This is a man that was 14 years old sparring with Triple G.
Yeah.
So I think he one of them ones.
So who you think beats him? David.
I told you, Bertabia. Bivol isn't even a big puncher. I don't think Bivol gonna be able to keep Benavidez or Bertabia off of him. He's not a big puncher. He struggled his last couple of fights. He hasn't had a knockout. He's a guy that's just trying to do this Ukrainian style in and out. That Soviet style. That shit ain't going. That Eastern European. That shit ain't gonna fly with everybody.
Do you think that Bertabia can walk Benavidez down?
I think so.
Or no?
Yes, I think that he will if they fight. And Benavidez is my guy, man. I hope that Benavidez never fight Bertabia.
Man, Benavidez my guy too, though.
Mike Tyson never fought George Foreman. Benavidez don't fight Bertabia, man. Fuck it.
Man, don't. I remember when George Foreman stopped Cooper that time, and Cooper he ended up stopping the fight. It was crazy.
I don't know.
I got Ryan Garcia or Shakur Stevenson.
That's what it might be like.
Hey Nina, go ahead and finish out with that question. That's gonna be the last question before we end the live. Ask it to him. They ain't hear you, man.
Who y'all got, Ryan Garcia or Shakur Stevenson?
Shakur.
At 140?
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure.
Man, that's an easy fight for Shakur, Nina.
But explain, because it's going to be at 140. Shakur didn't even have power at 126.
It ain't about the power. It's the fact that
He don't need power.
is not going to be able to land that shit on. Shakur is one of the best defensive fighters. The only way Shakur loses is if he gives in to the fans and say, I want to be more offensive. I'm going to try to make these people like me. What I would tell Shakur is this: even if you become a more offensive fighter, they still not gonna like you because they don't like you. It don't got nothing to do with necessarily your style.
Yeah.
Style ain't the most exciting, but they got behind Willie Pep. Willie Pep was a guy that fought like Shakur, making guys miss. And they said it was a great. They said it was
good defense and good footwork too.
Willie Pep won a round without throwing a punch. Willie Pep was great. He was great, but Shakur he's not white. He don't got the complexion for the connection. He don't necessarily know how to talk. He's not charismatic when he speaks. He comes off as a street guy to these media people. So they're not fucking with Shakur. But if Shakur tries to change his style and be more offensive, then he'll be susceptible to losing to Ryan. But I don't see Ryan beating Shakur at all.
Bob Airman's handled him horribly, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bob do that on purpose, man. He do that on purpose.
Yeah, he do it with a lot of fighters, I know.
He do it with a lot of black fighters. He do that on purpose.
Black fighter shooter.
But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and get in the live, man. We had a good talk, man.
You gonna be on here tonight after the fight or no?
Most likely. Last night I tried to do. I fell asleep, man. I be working out.
I was trying to see where you was at last night, bro. I'm like, what the heck?
I was knocked out, bro. I couldn't do it. I was asleep. Yesterday, I ain't look. Before all that shit, I did a 13-mile run, and then went to the gym. Did a couple hours in the gym. And I did the live. Then I had to do some help move somebody. So I'm like, okay, I could do it. And I'm still up, man. My body said nah. But man, y'all have a good evening. Y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna try to come back live tonight. These
All
fights gonna be great. Fundora gonna be a champion of the world. Pitbull Creek
Okay,
gonna be a
brother.
champion of the world. Mark my
right.
words.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know if Kermit Moore fighting, but he said he fighting on a prelim, so I'm gonna see about that. Y'all have a good evening. All right, Captain.
All right, man.
Peace
Nice
out.
talk.
Me
You
too.
too, man.